Hi guys, this is the 20 question Pythagorean theorem task cards video. I want you to put your answers in this way to check for accuracy. You're also going to put in the answers to the scavenger hunt, and I believe there's 10 questions on that. Here we go. I'm just going to help you out on each one, and then you put in your answers. Number one, what is the missing side length of this triangle? Okay, we can see here that we have the two legs and we are missing the hypotenuse, okay? Number two, so put your answer into number one and then you'll go to number two and so on. What is the hypotenuse from the following Pythagorean theorem triple? Okay, that means is 15 squared plus 20 squared. You'll hit enter, and then you want to see if that number equals 25 squared. Okay, submit your answer. Number three, which are not the dimensions of a right triangle? You're going to do the same method here. 3 squared plus 4 squared, enter, and does it equal 5 squared? If it doesn't, you'll do the next one, the next one, the next one. And you see how the hypotenuse, the biggest number, is always the third number. Number four, what is the missing side length, x, in this right triangle to the nearest tenth? So you're going to do this to one decimal place. That is the nearest tenth. And as you can see, there's your right angle, and the hypotenuse is directly across from it. So you have the hypotenuse and one leg. You need to find the other leg. Number five, Lisa wants to draw a right triangle with leg lengths 20 and 15 centimeters. What must the length of the hypotenuse be? Okay, so you have the legs, you need to find the hypotenuse. Number six, what is the length of CK to the nearest tenth? You'll need to draw your triangle and count the boxes, count the squares. Then you'll have your legs and you can find your hypotenuse. Okay, number seven, same thing. What is the length of YX? Draw your triangle, count the squares. This one here, number 8, a line segment has endpoints -3, -5, and 4 and 1. This is your X, this is your Y. This is your X, this is your Y. You need to get some graph paper and draw your coordinate grid like this and plot the points. Then you can connect the lines and draw your triangle and do the Pythagorean theorem. Number 9, Gina's traveling from Statesboro and she plans to drive using Gulf Road and Soccer Lane. Gulf Road is 8 miles. Soccer Lane is 6 miles. How many fewer miles would Gina have traveled if she would have taken a boat instead? So you're going to do the Pythagorean theorem here, and they want to know how many fewer miles. So that's an extra step. Whatever you get here, you'll need to add 8 plus 6 and subtract that, and then you'll know how many fewer miles that she traveled. Number 10, which of the following is closest to the slant height of the cone below? Well, we know this is a 6 and this is a 3. So we are looking for the hypotenuse. Number 11, find the value of x to the nearest centimeter. Okay, here's the hypotenuse, and we have a leg. Number 12, a telephone pole is supported by a wire that needs to be replaced. The wire is anchored to the ground that is 18 feet away from the bottom. So we have that here and we have that there. If we draw a right angle, we can see this is our hypotenuse. The pole is 15 feet high. What is the least amount of wire needed to replace the old wire? You need to find the hypotenuse and probably round up to get your number. Number 13. Okay, you have the legs, and you need to find the hypotenuse. Okay, this one here, it says, Sarah leans a 20-foot ladder against the side of her house so that the base of the ladder is 14 feet from the house. About how far up the side of the ladder does the ladder reach? Okay, so you're looking for a leg because that is your hypotenuse. Sam is flying a kite that is 20 meters from her along the ground and 15 above. How long is the string between Sam and the kite? Okay, you are looking for the hypotenuse because this is your right angle. Brandon rides his bike 7 miles south, that's down, and 24 west, that's this way. About how far is he from his starting point? Okay, this would be your right angle, so you would be looking for your hypotenuse right there. Number 17, the length of a rectangular swimming pool is 36 feet. Okay, whoops, that's not very straight. 36 feet. And the width is 18 feet. What is the length of the diagonal of the pool? Okay, so you are looking for, that would be your right angle here. You are looking for the hypotenuse. Find the distance between the 2 points. So you need to draw your triangle and you'll be able to determine that. Number 19, a baseball diamond is a square with sides of 90 feet. So you have your square and every side is 90 feet. On each side is 90. To the nearest tenth of a foot, that means one place after the decimal between first base and third base. So you need to cut through it. So you will be looking for the hypotenuse. 2 joggers run 8 miles north and then 5 miles west. What is the shortest distance to the nearest tenth of a mile they must travel to return to their starting point? Okay, so you are going to be looking for the hypotenuse and round this to one place after the decimal. Okay, now let's look at the scavenger hunt. And here we go. Let's just start at number 1. Let's just do them all in the same order. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about these answers. Let's just answer number 1. A park is in the shape of a rectangle 9 miles long and 12 miles wide. So it's 9 long, 7 wide. How much shorter is your walk if you walk diagonally across the park? So this is an extra answer here. First, you need to find your hypotenuse. And then you need to add 9 plus 7. And you're going to get, well, I don't know what that's doing, so let's go back here. Sorry for the error, but here we go. So it's 9 miles long, 7 miles wide. 9 and 7. Okay? You need to draw the hypotenuse, and that's what we're going to figure. So do the Pythagorean theorem and find out what that is. And then whatever that is, you need to add 9 plus 7 is 16, and you'll need to subtract your answer here to get this answer. This is a second step problem. Number 2, to get from point A to B, you must avoid walking through the pond. To avoid the pond, you must walk 34 meters south 41 meters east. To the nearest meter, how many meters would be saved if it were possible to walk through the pond? So this is 34 here. This one is 41. Okay, do the Pythagorean theorem, and then you need to add these together and subtract your answer. Number 3. Kim and John are dividing a rectangular garden in half. The garden has a diagonal of 13 feet and a length of 10 feet. So the diagonal is 13 and the length is 10. What is the width of the garden? So this is what you were finding. You're finding one of the legs because you have the hypotenuse. Number 4. Here it is. Okay. Looking at this diagram, we can see that the area of this square is 36. So that means that we know that each side is 6 because the square root of 36 is 6. In this one here, 12.96, the square root is 3.6. Okay, so if you put that in your calculator, the square root of 12.96, you're going to get 3.6. Now we have these sides, and we can find out what the leg is because we have the hypotenuse, and it can give us this number. Once you get this number, you need to square it. So whatever this is, you need to square it to get the area. Number 5, let's back up here. What is the approximate length of the bike path? Okay. This side is 180, this side is 2,112. You need to find the hypotenuse. Number 6, a ladder that is 13 feet long leans against a building. Okay, so it's leaning against the building. The bottom of the ladder is 5 feet away from the base of the building. That's 5. So you're looking for this leg, okay, because you have your hypotenuse. Number 7, find the missing side. Okay, you have your hypotenuse, it's 5, so you're looking for the leg. Number 8, find the missing side. Same thing here, you have the hypotenuse at 61, find the missing leg. Number 9, you have a leg that's 6 and 8, so you need the hypotenuse for number 9. And the last one, number 10, find the missing side. You have the hypotenuse of 82. One leg is 80, and the other side is what you're looking for, the other leg. That's it. So submit your answers to the 20 task cards and the 10 scavenger hunt in this video. And that should do it. Thank you for watching.